Imagine someone gives you homemade chocolate, turns bright red, and says, "Don't get the wrong idea! I just had some extra." Cold words, caring action. That must be tsundere, right? Probably, but simply being rude or emotionally unavailable does not make someone tsundere. And the word originally meant something slightly different from how most anime fans use it today. Hi, it's KP, your sassy bear VTuber, teaching real Japanese through otaku culture. Today we're going to learn one of the most famous Japanese otaku word, tsundere. Why tsundere is difficult to translate. If you watch anime, you have probably heard tsundere explained as hot and cold, mean but secretly nice, or hard on the outside, soft on the inside. Those explanations are useful, but none of them captures the entire feeling. Tsundere is not simply a personality. It describes a contrast between what a character shows on the outside and the affection they reveal underneath, or later in the story. And yes, that difference matters. Meaning and pronunciation. The expression is tsundere. It is read tsundere. Try to keep the sound short and even. Tsundere. The word combines two Japanese mimetic expressions, tsun and dere. Tsun describes someone acting cold, distant, prickly, or difficult to approach. Dere describes someone becoming openly affectionate, love-struck, or completely soft around someone they like. So, in natural English, you could explain tsundere as a character who acts cold or prickly, but reveals a softer, affectionate side. There is no perfect one-word English translation, which is probably why English-speaking anime fans simply borrow the Japanese word, the original and modern meanings. Here's the part many anime fans do not know. In its earlier otaku usage, tsundere often described character development over time. At the beginning of the story, the character was tsun, cold, defensive, or hostile. But after the relationship developed, the character became dere, warmer and more honest about their feelings. So the original pattern was tsun and then dere. Early examples of the shortened word tsundere have been documented in Japanese online discussions from 2002, particularly in conversations about characters from visual novels and bishoujo games. Over time, the meaning became broader. Today, tsundere can also describe someone who repeatedly switches between their cold side and affectionate side. They may act cold in public but become soft around one special person. Or they may do something kind and immediately deny that they care. So both patterns exist. A character who gradually changes from tsun to dere, and a character who continues to show both sides. 10 other dere types. Of course, otaku culture did not stop with tsundere. Fans created many more labels for different ways characters express affection. There's no official master list, and some of these terms are much more common than others. But here are 10 representative dere types you may see online. First, dere. A dere character is openly sweet and affectionate. They do not try to hide their love. Second, yandere. A yandere character's love becomes dangerously extreme, possessive, or obsessive. Then third, we have kudere. A kudere character appears cool, calm, and emotionally controlled, but has a caring side underneath. Number 4, dandere. Dandere sounds similar, but it is different. A dandere character is quiet or shy. They become more talkative and affectionate after they feel comfortable with someone. Number 5, himedere. A himedere usually acts proud, bossy, or princess-like, but reveals a sweet and affectionate side to the person they love. Number 6, bakadere. A bakadere is innocent, silly, or extremely clumsy when it comes to romance. Number 7, hajidere. A hajidere becomes intensely shy and embarrassed around their crush. Blushing is basically their full-time job. Number 8, bokodere. A bokodere has trouble expressing affection and may lash out physically when they feel embarrassed around their crush. Number 9, megadere. A megadere is extremely enthusiastic and openly devoted to their love interest, but without the dangerous behavior normally associated with a yandere. Number 10, tsundora. Lastly, a tsundora is an extreme tsundere who acts so cold that their affectionate side is almost impossible to see, like an emotional tundra. There are even more obscure labels, but these are fandom-made character categories, obviously not scientific personality types. Also, many Japanese people may not recognize the less common ones. What makes a character tsundere? A convincing tsundere usually has 3 important ingredients. First, contrast. Their words may sound cold, but their actions show care. Second, hidden affection. They are not cold because they truly hate the other person. They may be embarrassed, defensive, or simply terrible at admitting that they care. Third, context. The audience needs some evidence of their softer feelings. If a character says, "Go away," then walks away and never shows any kindness, that is not tsundere. That is just Tsun. The Dere has to exist somewhere. And not every tsundere character needs to shout, blush, or say the famous line, "別に?" Some are loud and dramatic. Others hide their affection through small actions, like helping someone, remembering what they like, or quietly worrying about them. Tsundere characters can also be any gender. The concept is not limited to female anime characters. How to use tsundere in Japanese? In Japanese, you can describe a character like this. あのキャラ、tsundere だよね. That character is such a tsundere, right? You can also say, ツンデレキャラが好き. I like tsundere characters. People may jokingly call a real person tsundere when that person acts unfriendly but clearly shows affection through their actions. However, be careful when using it in real life. Tsundere works best as a playful description when both the tsun and the dere are actually visible. Tsundere examples. Let's look at some classic tsundere style lines. Example 1. これあげる。勘違いしないでよ。余っただけだから。Here, you can have this. Don't get the wrong idea. I just had an extra. The character is doing something kind, but immediately invents an excuse to hide their affection. The action says, I wanted to give this to you, but the words say, this means absolutely nothing. Example 2. 寒いなら、これ使えば？別に心配してるわけじゃないけど。If you're cold, why don't you use this? It's not like I'm worried about you or anything. Again, the action says, I care about you. But the words say, absolutely not. I have a reputation to maintain. In example 3, 早く寝なさいよ。明日辛くなっても知らないからね。Go to bed already. Don't blame me if you feel terrible tomorrow. This sounds like scolding, but underneath it is concern. The character could simply ignore the other person, but instead they're paying attention and trying to help. That contrast is the emotional core of tsundere. Quiz time! Now it is quiz time! Which character is the most clearly tsundere? Character 1 says, I made you lunch because I like you. Character 2 gives someone lunch and says, don't get the wrong idea, I only made too much. Character 3 says, I don't care about you and does absolutely nothing kind. The answer is character 2. Character 1 is openly affectionate, so that is dere dere. Character 3 only shows the Tsun side, but character 2 hide a caring action behind cold or defensive words. That gap makes the line feel tsundere. Summary. So, tsundere does not simply mean mean. It describes the contrast between a prickly outside and hidden affection, or the change from cold to affectionate as a relationship develops. The important part is not the cold behavior by itself. It is the gap between what the character says, what they do, and how they truly feel. Now that you know the difference, who is your favorite tsundere character? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave some comments. Together, let's understand our Oshis beyond translation. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye!